baby, it's Saturday, March 25th. It is time for your 5-minute fix. All right, first things first for today. NFL star Jimmy Garoppolo offered free sex for life by Las Vegas brothel workers. Two-time Super Bowl champion Jimmy Garoppolo was welcomed with open arms by gorgeous Las Vegas brothel workers after a 6-year stint with the San Francisco 49ers. Look at that Jimmy G, baby. Just, look at it. This is a good-looking man. I can say so myself. This is a very good-looking man. And obviously, he is attracting, all types of attention. It's actually kind of funny when I think about it. Wouldn't you want a person of this stature? I think he signed for like 75 mil or something. 67 mil, sorry. 67.5 million. And they're like, yo, promote our brothel. You get free sex for life. Like, I'm sure he would have to tip or something, right? There's got to be a tip involved. Anyways, let's read this. NFL star Jimmy Garoppolo was subject to an offer of free sex for life by two Nevada brothel workers after signing a 3-year deal with the Las Vegas Raiders. The two-time Super Bowl champion signed with the AFC franchise last week in a deal worth $67.5 million. Following his big money move, Jimmy G received a surprising offer of free sex for life by Caitlin Bell and Alice Little of the Chicken Ranch brothel in Nevada. Making the switch from San Francisco to Las Vegas has gone down well with the two ladies, who spoke of their excitement that the heartthrob has made it to Sin City and provided him with this particular offer as a way to show their thanks. In a statement, Bell said, "I almost fainted when I heard Jimmy sign with the Raiders." So here is a picture of Caitlin Bell, okay? He deserves free sex for joining our team, but he gets free sex for life from us just because he's such a legit babe. With next season's Super Bowl being hosted at the Raiders' Allegiant Stadium, Little mentioned that she wants to inspire the quarterback to bring the Lombardi Trophy to Vegas. Jimmy brought the Niners to the Super Bowl, and he could do the same for the Raiders, Little said. The next big game is in Vegas, so I'm going to go all the way to inspire Jimmy to go all the way. And here we go. We got a picture of Little. What was her first name again? Sorry, I forgot. Alice Little. Sorry, Alice Little. There you go. The 31-year-old has been inundated with offers since its arrival with Sherry's Ranch in Pahrump, Nevada, inviting him and his new teammates to enjoy a VIP experience, a celebratory weekend blowout with you and a few of your new Raiders teammates to take advantage of the resort's themed hotel suites, bar, and restaurant, swimming pool, and jacuzzi. All expenses paid, of course, a Sherry's Ranch spokesperson said in a letter. Sherry's invites you into the VIP bungalows with your choice of on-site courtesans, as well as a special playland with theme rooms to make you feel right at home. Well, baby, there you have it. When you're rich, you just get richer because people just want to give you free shit. Okay, and speaking of sex, Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song have welcomed baby number 2. Brother Kieran Culkin confirms. Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song are also parents to son Dakota, who's 23 months, aka 2 years old. Just say the baby's 2 years old, almost 2 years old. That is one thing I can't stand. Almost, or 23 months. Come on, man. He's past a year old. You say he's a year and a bit, a year and a couple months. Stop with this 20, 22, 23 month bullshit. Get that out of my face. Anyway, sorry, rant over. Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song now have a family of 4. And honestly, I didn't even know this guy was married, to be honest. His wifey looking pretty good too. The Home Alone alum, 42, and his doll-faced actress fiance, 34, have quietly welcomed a second baby, brother Kieran Culkin, confirmed while chatting with Access Hollywood at the premiere of the final season of Succession on Monday. Asked about his expanded family at the event, Kieran explained, "The cousins live in Los Angeles and we live in New York. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old, and as busy as I am, there's just no getting on a plane and going, and same with them. I haven't met number 2 yet, and they haven't met number 2 yet either," he continued, referencing his own kids with wife Jazz Sharton. "We just haven't been able to figure that out." Macaulay and Song are already parents to son Dakota, 23 months. The private family has yet to share photos of either of their little ones. Good for them. In January 2022, Song spoke to The Cut and opened up about her family dynamic with Macaulay. The actress admitted that though she and Macaulay are very hands-on parents without a nanny, she's glad she had a strong support system as she navigated her 4th trimester. There you go. You get a little picture of the couple there. "My fiance and I are very hands-on. We don't have a nanny, but my mom has been here with us since my son was born. When I was working, my mom would bring my son to the set so I could breastfeed and see him during the day. People tell you a lot about labor and pregnancy, but not about the fourth trimester, Song told the outlet. To my girlfriends that are pregnant, I say, make sure you have help, because your instinct is to want to do it all, and you physically can't. I think then you and your partner have kids, especially the first few months, you don't have the patience to be polite with each other, she added. Being communicative when you need help is so important. Instead of having set duties, we just feel each other out. I'll be putting my son down and my partner is like, let me feed the animals and get dinner ready. Well, there you have it. You know, they got a nice family dynamic and it looks like things are looking good for them. The parents of now 2 children. All right, for this next one, gone in 60 seconds. 6 Hellcats stolen from dealership in under a minute. Now, I know this video has been making the rounds on social media over the last few weeks. There is a little bit of an update though, which is cool, which I didn't know about. I was hip to the fact that some of these vehicles have been recovered. So here's the video. Obviously, like I said, this is the video that was making its rounds on social media over the last few weeks. And you can see it, to me, it seemed like an inside job, because how this goes down this quickly, and you know, fake plates put on, all that good stuff. You got a bunch of people in here, just, you know, vroom. They obviously found an exit real quick, and it just screams inside job to me, you know. So there's that, as obviously that was the security footage inside the dealership. Let's take a read. 6 Dodge Challenger Hellcats were stolen from a Kentucky dealership Tuesday morning in a brazen heist that saw thieves depart with the cars in under 60 seconds, WHAS 11 News reports. A representative for Dom Franklin Chrysler Dodge Jeep of Somerset, Kentucky says the theft happened in under a minute, with surveillance footage showing several individuals applying license plates to Hellcats in a showroom before quickly leaving the premises. The representative told WHAS 11 News the cars had a combined value of over $600,000. 4 of the Hellcats were later spotted on a nearby highway, says WHAS 11 News. When police attempted to perform a traffic stop, the cars allegedly accelerated to speeds in excess of 180 miles per hour. 3 of the cars managed to escape, but 1 was stopped using spike strips. Sucks to be that guy. You definitely know whenever he, you know, gets out of jail, meets with his homies again, they're going to be chirping him for that. The alleged driver of that car, Kavis Jones, 19, was taken to jail and is now charged with speeding, reckless driving, wanton endangerment, fleeing or evading police, receiving stolen property, failure of non-owner operator to maintain required insurance, and resisting arrest. It's quite the slew of charges. A total of 4 other cars were recovered in nearby Kentucky counties, as well as Tennessee and Alabama. Police are still on the hunt for the last remaining Hellcat. Maybe we'll see a movie about this or something. The Last Hellcat. I don't know if that's what it'd be called, but yeah, maybe we'll see, you know. Pretty crazy though. And you know what? Vehicle thefts are on the rise, and there's a lot of crazy different techniques that are being used just in terms of technology and stuff like that as well. So, you know, do your due diligence. You know, you can lock your doors, that kind of thing. You know, if they want the vehicle, they're going to get it. That kind of thing, right? So maybe place a tracker in your vehicle just for your own peace of mind. Who knows? Something to think about. And lastly, for today, let's get into this one. So recently, San Jose Sharks goaltender James Reimer, he chose the Provorov route and not wearing the Pride jersey on San Jose's Pride Night, where they wear themed jerseys for the warm-up. I chose to take a different approach to this one. Let's see what it's like from another player in the league, or soon to be in the league, what he thinks about it. There's also actually comments from Brian Burke, former GM, front office guy in the NHL. He had some choice words as well. Openly gay NHL prospect Prokop speaks out after Reimer refuses to wear Pride jersey. Luke Prokop, the first openly gay player under an NHL contract, is disappointed about the lack of progress at the highest level of the sport. I'd have to agree. Hockey needs to become a sport everyone can feel welcome in. And Nashville Predators prospect Luke Prokop doesn't plan to let anyone stand in his way of turning that goal into a reality. Prokop, the first openly gay player under an NHL contract, has been a trailblazer in the hockey community and an important role model to many across the sport. But while the 20-year-old has made several positive strides in making the game more inclusive, he is disappointed about the lack of progress at the highest level of competition. The 6'6" defenseman expressed those feelings in a statement Monday night, describing a recent trend of teams and players opting out of Pride festivities as a step back for inclusion in the NHL. I'd have to agree. Pride Nights and Pride jerseys play an important role in promoting and respecting inclusion for the LGBTQIA+ community. And it's disheartening to see some teams no longer wearing them or embracing their significance, while the focus of others has become about the players who aren't participating rather than the meaning of the night itself. That's fair. I mean, that's why I'm talking about it, because this man just straight up said, hey, you know what? Never mind. We'll continue reading. So here's a statement. I'll read the second half, as the first half was covered in that article. Everyone is entitled to their own set of beliefs, but I think it's important to recognize the difference between endorsing a community and respecting individuals within it. Pride Nights are an essential step towards fostering greater acceptance and understanding in hockey, and I strongly believe that by prioritizing diversity and inclusion, we can create an environment where every player feels comfortable bringing their authentic selves to the game. As someone who aspires to play on an NHL team one day, I would want to enter the locker room knowing I could share all parts of my identity with my teammates. While there's still progress to be made before hockey is for everyone, I'm optimistic about the change we can achieve, and I'm committing to being a part of it. Luke. Hey, well said. You couldn't say it any better than that. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame him for that. Prokop shared these comments just days after San Jose Sharks goaltender James Reimer refused to wear a Pride-themed jersey during pre-game warm-ups, citing that his religious beliefs would not allow for it. Philadelphia Flyers defenseman Ivan Provoros, I covered that, took a similar stance earlier this season during the franchise's Pride Awareness Night. The New York Rangers, New York Islanders, and Minnesota Wild recently scrapped their respective on-ice celebrations after multiple players from each team declined to wear Pride jerseys and wrap their sticks in rainbow-colored tape during warm-ups. Woo! Protecting the problem. Learning about those announcements was disheartening for Prokop. What is worse, however, is how much attention they have dragged away from the importance of making everyone around hockey feel welcomed. So this is just the second half of that statement that I just read. Here's a picture of Prokop here with his WHL affiliate, the Seattle Thunderbirds, I believe they're called. After coming out as gay in July 2021, Prokop received waves of support via social media from those throughout the hockey world, prompting the NHL to donate $100,000 to a small group of LGBTQIA+ organizations. Prokop, who's currently chasing his dream to play in the NHL, hopes his efforts can help those in need and create a healthy environment in hockey for everyone. The Edmonton native, shout out, has logged 48 games across 2 levels this season, 40 in the WHL and 8 in the ECHL. He owns 4 goals and 19 points with the Seattle Thunderbirds and 1 goal with the Norfolk Admirals. Okay, so this is what I'll say. James Reimer claims it's due to his religious beliefs, and he's a devout Christian, that he couldn't dare don this jersey. It just would be the absolute worst thing for him to do as a Christian. He would have to repent for years. And what he didn't say that, but you know what I'm getting at, okay? Yo, if we took a look right now at, let's say, for example, the 10 Commandments, I guarantee you there are more than one that of those rules which are supposed to be, you don't break these rules. I guarantee you there's more than one that he's broken, or other things in the Bible that say you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I guarantee you there's probably a few things in there in which he does not adhere to. So for me, from my point of view, it is ridiculous for him to take this stance on this situation, all well knowing that there are 110%. There's no way he can tell me, and I would not believe it if he said he was a devout Christian. There's no way he could tell me that he abides by every single rule all day, every day, if he's that devout. So I just think it's a big crock of shit, to be honest with you. I'm not going to say how he feels towards certain kind of people, but you know what I'm getting at. My mind's made up with this guy and his statement. Actually, speaking of that statement, under the umbrella of the NHL's Hockey is for Everyone initiative, the San Jose Sharks have chosen to wear jerseys in support of the LGBTQIA+ community tonight. For all 13 years of my NHL career, I have been a Christian, not just in title, but in how I choose to live my life daily. I have a personal faith in Jesus Christ, who died on the cross for my sins and, in response, asked me to love everyone and follow him. I have no hate in my heart for anyone, and I have always strived to treat everyone that I encounter with respect and kindness. In this specific instance, I am choosing not to endorse something that is counter to my personal convictions, which are based on the Bible, the highest authority in my life. I strongly believe that every person has value and worth, and the LGBTQIA+ community, like all others, should be welcomed in all aspects of the game of hockey. James Ryan, if you cannot hear the extreme level of contradiction in this statement, I got nothing for you. Okay, you can turn this off right now. You can never watch any of my videos again. I don't give a rip. But if you, for 1 second, do not understand how contradicting this statement is, you're just as lost as the rest of them. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's something you'd like me to talk about, if you want me to drop more videos during the week, I've been just trying to keep my schedule nice and easy. Don't want to overload anybody, but I'm thinking about dropping another episode, have a couple 5-minute fix, and then, you got The Bachelor, which is coming to an end. So Tuesdays probably, or Wednesdays probably turn into another 5-minute fix. But anyways, have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. Hit that like button, subscribe so you don't miss it. And this has been your 5-minute fix.